Welcome again to another episode of Connected Dots. I am Lou Icewater, aka Duquan Hicks. You know what it is. And as we do, we always bring to you the shows that you need to know, how we know, and give you the 411 and all that type of stuff that's going down, baby. So, anyway, like I said before, let's talk. First, I have a new segment, and the new segment is called It's the Look at You moment. So it's a moment where you start looking at yourself and start looking at what everybody else is doing. So I want people to gravitate to this, all right? It's my first time doing it. It's called the Look at You moment. So my first look at you moment, we're going to talk about relationships. And it's like I said on my podcast, I don't do relationships. I don't talk about it, but every now and then I throw a little jab, little, Mike Tyson jab. So this is my look at you moment. Okay. Relationship people and marriage people. This is for you. Okay. People who are in relationships and marriage. Answer this for me. You're in a relationship and it's going bad, or a marriage that's going bad. You always talk to everybody. You always said, I did everything I could. I did everything I could. And to make it seem like you never did nothing wrong. But how could that be so? So my look at you moment is, I want you to look at the stuff that you didn't do in the relationship and marriage. And maybe that's probably the reason why you have problems. Everybody's so quick to talk about everything they've done, and they've done this and they've done that. But what haven't you done? See, people are not quick to talk about what they haven't done. And that's where that problem lies. Let's talk about, look at you and look at what you haven't done in your marriage or what you haven't done in your relationship. And maybe that can fix or rekindle what is going on in your marriage and relationship. So I want you to go home and I want you to look at you for a minute, not the other person. Stop blaming the other person. Look at you and tell me what you haven't done. Okay? So I want comments, and that's my look at you moment. All right? So I'm going to talk about another thing. There's two sneakers that we don't talk about that needs flowers. The first one is Pro Keds. Why? I'm going to talk about Pro Keds because growing up, everybody had a pair of Pro Keds in the 70s. Pro Keds was that sneaker. You know what I'm saying? Everybody forgets how important Pro Keds was because back in those days, our parents didn't have money. They didn't have it like how we have it now. So having Pro Keds was an honor. To wear those two stripes on the side. It could be red and blue, red and black, but Pro Keds was that sneaker. So I want to give Pro Keds they flowers, man. Pro Keds. Remember, Pro Keds. Google them up, kids. Google up Pro Keds. And it will show you what we used to wear or what we wore back in the day. Them Pro Keds, man. Another thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about Adidas. People say, well, no. The reason why I want to talk about these guys, Adidas, is because if you ever notice, there's not that many Adidas commercials. There's a whole bunch of Nike commercials, Puma commercials, New Balance, but there's not that many Adidas commercials, right? But Adidas was popular before or any sneaker. This sneaker became the most popular because of Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. Rest in peace. They made shell toe Adidas popular. The breakdancing kids made shell toe Adidas popular. Patrick Ewing made Adidas popular with the first Ewings, the Knicks colors. And then Kanye made Adidas popular. See, the thing about Adidas is they didn't make too many commercials, but they always had great guys that supported Adidas. that advertised for Adidas. And these great guys, all of them were icons. Adidas was more important before Nikes. Jordan made Nike famous. Because before that, everybody wore Air Max, but not like that. Jordan made Nike famous. Let's get that straight. Run DMC made Adidas famous. So this sneaker right here, the shell toe, whatever color you had, the shell toe Adidas, this sneaker right here is very iconic. To this day, people still rock the shell toes, this color or any color, but the shell toe Adidas is iconic and it's classic. If you never had a pair of shell toe Adidas, man, you need to buy one pair. Not even wear it, but just to have it. Because this sneaker started the hip hop trends. Adidas was the first one to come out with clothing lines from rappers because of your boys Run DMC. So don't forget about them. Adidas, before Nike and all that, this shoe was the shoe. And the shell toe is still the classic shoe. You heard? So I'm going to talk about a word called consistency. 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 Say it again. And the reason why I want to talk about this word consistency, I know it's crazy, but I keep playing with my hat. But that's what I do. That's what we New Yorkers do. We like to make sure we good on cameras. All right, so don't mind that. But anyway, consistency. If you don't have consistency in the things that you do, then look for failure. You have to have consistency coming to work. You have to have consistency when you raise your child. You have to have consistency in relationships. You have to have consistency with your money income. Consistency is a big word that we don't use. And the funny thing is, we need to start using this word. This word means a lot. Consistency. Say it again, consistency. You have to have consistency, man. You know, and to survive in this world and the thing that we call life, consistency. You know what I'm saying? So this is a word that I want you to look up. There's so many definitions for the word, but I want you to look this word up. And I want you to comment, and also want you to comment and tell me what you think consistency is to you. How key is it to you? Because consistency to me is like me. I'm about time. Anybody that knows me, I'm on time. I'm a consistency time dude. I'm about time. I love time. I like being on time. I like being around the time. But I get that from my dad. That consistency time. You know what I mean? So that word, consistency, all right? Study that word, no doubt. So, man, we getting near holiday time. You know, we call it thanks for taking. That's what we call it. And a whole bunch of things. So just a reminder, be safe out here. It's a lot of people doing evilish things, and you have to be careful, especially around holiday time. Make sure you lock your doors tight. Don't think it won't happen to you, because it will happen to you. Do not think like that with your ego. And then speaking of ego, this is my last thing. Who do you think has a bigger ego? Black men or the black woman? Now, men, before you answer, think about all the dudes you've been around. Women, before you answer, think about all the females with the loud mouths you've been around before you say the other race. Because me, personally, it's 50-50. I think it's a tie. I've seen black dudes with mad egos, and I've seen black girls with mad egos. So comment, who do you think has the biggest ego? The black man or the black woman? And tell me why you think it's so. Because me, it's a tie. I've seen both sides, and I'm like, damn, word? Serious? Get out of here. Nah, stop it. For real? So tell me, who do you think has the biggest ego? The black man or the black woman? Boy, I can't wait to hear these comments. I know they're going to come in droves. But anyway, this is Lou Icewater signing off. This is Connected Dots. Like I said, I'm getting ready to, next year coming in, it's going to be a whole different look. I'm telling you, I'm coming in different. I'm coming in different. I'm getting everything done behind the scenes. Trust me, stuff is getting done behind the scenes. And it's going to be a whole different show next year. I'm telling you. But I love what I'm doing. That's why I do these things, regardless of what I have. Even if I'm next to a cardboard box in the alley next to a bum interviewing him, it don't matter. I love doing this. I do it for the love. I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for the cash. I don't do it for the respect. I don't do it for the recognition. I do it because this is what I do. I love doing this. This is what I do. All right? So with that being said, one love, one life, one loop. Peace.